Hello, we're doing areas of four-sided shapes today, starting with the simplest shape, a rectangle. You will know that to find the area of the rectangle, you have to multiply the length by the width. Now, why is that formula? You can see that the length along the length, we have got three squares, and along the width we have got two squares. So two lots of three makes 6 squares as the area of the rectangle. Okay, now we go to another shape which is also four-sided regular shape called a parallelogram. What do we know about parallelogram? All parallelograms have two pairs of parallel sides, and the opposite sides are also equal in length. So when we look at a parallelogram, the rule is the base times the height, which is the perpendicular or the short distance between a pair of parallel sides. Why does that rule work? Now, you can see here that we have drawn a parallelogram, but I have cut a triangle from the end of the parallelogram. As you can see, if you move this triangle to this point over here, it makes a rectangle. Now, the rectangle still has the base length of 3 and a height of 2. So, for any parallelogram, the area is base times height. We move to triangles now. You will know the rule for finding the area of a triangle is base times height and then divide that by 2. Why does that rule work? As you can see, I have drawn a triangle here with a base length of 3 and a height of 2 units. Now, I have cut something out before. So what I'm doing here is now putting the other half of my pink triangle and the other half of my blue triangle part of my original triangle. What can you see here? You can see a rectangle with a base length of 3 and a height of 2. As you can see, these two pink rectangles are congruent or exactly the same shape. They match each other. Likewise, the two blue triangles are exactly the same shape and size. That is, they are congruent to each other. So, in our formula, the base times height actually gives us the area of this rectangle, which is 3 by 2. Since our triangle is half the size of the rectangle, we have to divide that by 2. Okay, let's move to another four-sided shape that you will be learning. And this shape is called a trapezium. What do we know about trapezium? Trapeziums have only one pair of parallel sides. So we name the sides, the parallel side, side A and side B. Again, what you can see in this parallelogram is that it's got a height of 2 units. Height is the shortest or perpendicular distance between the parallel sides, and it had side length of 3 and 2 units respectively. So what I have done here is I have cut the trapezium along one of its diagonals. So this gives rise to 2 triangles. Okay, the pink triangle over here and the brown triangle. Now, we learned on our last shape that the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Now, as you can see here, we can write one of the areas of the triangle as half times A times H. And likewise, the other triangle is also 1/2 times B times H. You can see that these two expressions have common terms. Half and H are common to both triangles. So if we factorize the half and the height, we get this expression. We take the half and the H. We are left in each term with an A and a B. That's how we get the original formula, which is half H times A plus B, side A plus side B. So that's the area. That's how we explain how we get the formula for a trapezium. Now we move on to the last four-sided shape, which is the kite. What do we know about the kite? Kite is a four-sided shape with two adjacent sides equal in length. For example, the red sides are equal in length, so is the green sides. Now, the rule for area of a kite is half times A, which is the length of one diagonal, times the length of the other diagonal. Why is this rule work? Let's have a look. You can see that we can make use of a pink triangle over here and a blue triangle. Now, the pink triangle and the blue triangle are congruent or exactly the same size and shape. Why? Because the green side matches this green side, the pink side matches the pink side, and the middle line over here along A is common to both triangles. That tells us if we can find the area of either the pink side or the blue side, we can double it, and that would be the area of our kite. So let's see the area of the pink triangle. So when we look at the pink triangle, we know it's got a base of A and a height which is only half B, because these two triangles are congruent. So B over 2. And then to figure out the area of a triangle, we still have to times it by 1/2, as we have learned from our previous clip. So this is the area of the pink triangle. But to get the area of the kite, we have to double this area. So we need to times that by 2. So if we cancel these 2's here, we have an area for a kite being A times B divided by half, or times by half. That's how we get the area of the kite. Thank you.